Aloha, beloveds. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate your presence. Today's a beautiful fall day here in Southern Oregon, and I'm enjoying some time outside up on top of a mountain nearby where I live, out in the forest, enjoying the view, enjoying the birds, enjoying the elements, the wind, and the sun on my face, on my skin, the presence of water from a recent rain, and the soil, noticing the soil, noticing the grass, noticing the trees, noticing the bugs and the creatures, and just taking time to be really present with the elements, with the quiet, with the sensory experience of being outside here. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this beautiful day. I'm here with my partner, and he's playing the drum you can hear in the background. And we've been practicing some medicine songs together. And yeah, last night we had a fire ceremony, and we released a lot, writing it down and releasing it to the fire with some cedar. And then also wrote on pieces of paper what we're calling in for this next for this last part of the year, for the remainder of 2022. And yeah, I highly recommend that. The way that we did it was just take a piece of paper and just stream of consciousness, write out I release, I release, I release, I release, I release, and all the things that you release, and until you feel complete. And then take that paper and really feel energetically that you're releasing that from your hand into the fire. And the cedar, from my teachings, what I've been taught is that cedar helps carry those prayers and intentions out into the universe, and that is a plant spirit that can help with sending prayers and intentions out into the ethers to be received well on the other side. And yeah, it clears the way for that to happen. And it can be a real tangible, visceral way of releasing when you ask for that plant spirit to help, and you release into the fire, which has a spirit and a consciousness of its own that's really potent and powerful. And I highly recommend working with fire in terms of transmuting and transforming energies that don't serve. And so, yeah, I was releasing a lot of old paradigms and constructs for myself, and one of which is releasing the idea that my worth is attached to my appearance. And that's been up for me in terms of like what the ideal cultural iconography is around a sexy woman, and as women change and morph through motherhood and various parts of their lives, aging and whatnot, our bodies change, and it's beautiful at every stage. Like, it's so beautiful and so um, worth honoring our bodies in every stage of our growth and change and development. And just like to put that out there, my intention to release constructs, a vibration that I may be holding around what the ideal feminine body form needs to look like in terms of being attractive. And I think this is important work that we as women can do for ourselves, and certainly for our sisters and for the men. There's a lot of programming out there around what sexy is, what's attractive. Pornography is a huge issue in terms of holding a certain vibration around what's attractive or not attractive. And I feel like we have the opportunity, if we really set our intent towards unraveling a lot of those old paradigms, and enjoying all of it, enjoying every stage of our life, every shape, form, um, and really enjoying what we enjoy and not feeling weird about it. And just owning that, being authentic to our own desires and attractions. So yeah, that was one of the things I released into the fire, and that felt really good, because I feel like I've been holding myself in this space of judgment, and I don't feel good about that. I don't want to create suffering for myself, so I released that. And I also we also wrote down on paper things that we're claiming. So essentially, you can write down, I claim this, I claim that, I claim my birthright to be a sacred sexual being. These are some of the things that I wrote. Like, I reclaim my authentic nature, whatever that is, apart from all the programming and bullshit that's been put upon us in terms of labels and paradigms. And so, yeah, it's time to shed those. It's time to go internal and see what our authentic truth is, what's really true for us, what we really are, what we're here to represent, what vibration we're here to hold, and hold ourselves accountable to that, you know. And that very much of the time means getting clear on what that is. And so that's why I feel like these ceremonies can be very helpful for that, releasing what doesn't serve and claiming what you want to be present in your field, what you want to embody and manifest in physical form. So, that was the crux of our ceremony. We also said a prayer for our lives and for each other and for our time going forward over the next few months as we move into winter solstice. And yeah, it was really beautiful working with the fire and with the elements. And if you have any questions about how that might look for you, or you're interested in what I'm talking about and have questions and want to know how to go about that in a good way, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to guide you with the knowledge and wisdom that I have, and help you set an intention and help you go through the process of releasing through writing and calling in through writing. Yeah, I think that's really important that we know how to do that and teach that to others. It's extremely transformational and powerful, and very cathartic and helpful to me in so many ways. It's helped me a lot feel freer in my body, feel freer in my expression, and feel more secure in the world, honestly. So when we have these tools, these ceremonial tools and rituals, they can help ground us. It can help ground us in our intent and just overall in our whole lives, and help us to feel more secure and safe and stable in the world. So, yeah, be happy to help with that. Please feel free to reach out and let me know how I can be in service to you and to your path, whatever it is that you're calling in for yourself. And yeah, may this message find you well. May this day find you well. May you greet the day in a good way. May the day greet you in a good way. And sending you so much love and aloha.